Today is April 24, um, Carys Class. Wow, I look beautiful on this thing. Now I look older. Nevertheless, it's still me, so you look so like, oh, I'm tired.
No, I'm not.
Or just waiting, bored
Sleep,
waiting.
I sleep well every day now.
One more time, you
I sleep well.
um you sleep well every day. Good. How many hours of sleep do you have for each day?
Mm, less than 7 hours, but more than 6 to 7 hours.
That's good. For anything beyond 4 hours is good because
Beyond 4 hours, really?
yeah, anything
That's
beyond four
that's
hours is good.
that's 6 hours.
Six is beyond 4 hours.
I mean,
Beyond, B E
why?
Y O N D, beyond 4 hours. Anything. Let me type that. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Share, share, share. By the way, later I'll be sharing you something like Zoom meeting, but it's called jitsi.org. It does not ask for payment and it has better quality than Zoom. And then
Uh-huh.
both of us can record. I'm
Oh,
excited to share it with you later. Or
so do I
mhm.
have to download
No,
it? No.
no. You don't even need to download. You just go and click the link, and then you just have to open it using your Google account.
Sounds good.
It's very similar to Zoom,
Uh,
almost identical. But later after the class, I'll be if you have 5, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll walk you through. All right. Share screen with audio. All right. You see my screen.
yes.
All right. So I said anything beyond 4 hours is good. I have tried and tested that. Like if I sleep around just 3 hours, it's not good. But anything beyond 4 hours, because there's a study, neurological study, like it says the cell starts to like um repair themselves after the 4 hour mark.
So, but but most of the people say it's better to sleep more than 6 hours.
Good. Better if you
Six
can
to
have
six to
6 to
eight.
8 hours is ideal.
But actually, when I was in college, I only slept 5 hours a day, and
Good.
I feel
That's
I
beyond
felt
4 hours. But
I
did you
felt
feel comfortable?
yeah, energetic
Okay,
every
good.
day.
For every person, there's a different what timing on what is good for them. Like for me, if I don't sleep more than 4 hours, for others, if they sleep just 3, 2 hours, it's good. Like in the past, there's this interview for a president in the Philippines. Uh, it's a woman president, and she says that she just naps. She barely could sleep more than 2 hours. So,
Really?
yeah,
Even
she
even
naps in everything. Like if she has somewhere to go, she will nap inside her vehicle.
wow,
But
I
she looks
can.
older after her term.
Wow.
Yeah, she looks older,
Yes.
way
Okay.
older.
But I didn't sleep well until I changed. I
I
I'm
did
not sure.
sleep well
I
until I
didn't
changed.
I
Sleep
didn't sleep
well
I
because
didn't
you have
sleep well.
did negative. When you have do, did, does,
I know.
the
I
next
I
verb is space base form or
I
original form. Mhm.
I changed my pillow.
Ah, Why?
But I'm not sure if that's the reason.
Do, do you sleep at the same hours?
Yes, but
Maybe whatever
before
makes you. Sorry.
I'm not sure I do I did the two things. One is
Mhm. What did you
uh
change?
I changed my pillow
Okay.
and I went to see a doctor
Uh-huh.
for my eyes
Okay.
because um uh I I didn't feel I'm I was tired. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
But my eyes felt sour,
Sore.
sorry,
Sore. Sore.
sour.
Sore means
Oh,
painful, like.
taste sour. Tasty.
No, no.
Taste.
Sore means painful. Maybe you mean sour.
Yes, yes, sour. Taste is sour.
Okay. So
Okay, I mean,
it feels like
um,
it's teary because it feels sour.
my eyes, my
Okay.
eyes feel,
You can also
feel,
say my eyes felt sore.
yeah.
Sore means it's a little painful because it's overused.
Mm.
Hmm.
So, uh, I, I just thought that I have to figure it out. So I
Hmm.
went to see a doctor,
Okay.
and the doctors gave me some what's that?
Prescription.
What?
Prescription.
Oh
Prescription.
yeah, yes,
Can you say the word?
prescription,
Okay.
prescription,
Mhm. And then?
prescriptions. I have three.
Oh,
So prescriptions
no.
is
If you say
uncomfortable.
a
Uncomfortable.
prescription, one paper with one to many.
Oh,
Normally, when you go to the doctor, they don't give you prescriptions because they only have one paper to write on and they write
wow.
all of it. A prescription is a paper where the medicines are listed. But if you have several sets of doctors, one prescription each, you can say prescriptions.
How about the liquid list
Ah, that's the drug. That's
drug?
that can be a prescription drug. Yeah, okay. If you say a prescription, hmm, it's the paper where you write, paper where the required drugs are listed. But if you say prescription, medicine, meds, or drugs, these are um, from these are the actual medicine medicine that are listed on the prescription. You can also say, yeah, you can have prescriptions. You can say, I have medicines or prescription medicines. Anything else? So, how many did you have? Did you read the manual? What do you call that? Prescription manual. There's this paper. It's very fine points, not on the label, but that comes with a box.
I threw it away.
They call that the literature or the paper. That will tell you the studies, the contraindications, what will happen, side
But
effects.
the doctor told me that the doctor told me that I have or I had.
That depends if you still have it. If it's gone, you had it. If you
I
have,
so
that's
I have
you
to
still
say
have it.
I had. The doctor told me that I had allergy. My
No,
eye
you have allergies.
allergies.
Yes, you have allergies. When you say allergies, it can be one. Example, I have allergies for dust. So every time, like asthmatic people, people with asthma are usually, so asthmatic people like me, people with asthma, are usually allergic to dust. So you can say allergies for dust or allergy for dust. So you had an allergy because allergies don't go away instantly. You have them. Like if you're allergic to peanuts, it doesn't go away. Usually, for a couple of years or lifetime, you have them as long
Oh,
as it doesn't get triggered. So you have to go away. Like if you're allergic to fur, like the cat's hair, once you sniff it, something bad happens. Like you sneeze, you have cough, you have fever, you have runny nose. It all has different symptoms. For
so,
me, I
uh-huh.
have persistent cough and then sometimes fever, or my voice will disappear. So you
So
had allergies.
I have.
You now have allergies. But you said you had allergies. That means you have and then it's gone.
Oh, but
Had.
it's oh. So
So
I had it. I have allergy and an allergy or allergies
both.
both. Oh,
Yes.
anyway, the doctor told me that I have an allergy
For
for I don't know.
what's triggering? You have an eye allergy, but what is
Yeah,
triggering? What's the allergen or the thing that makes the
I,
allergy?
I don't know.
You have to find out because if
Uh,
you don't know, this will continuously happen.
but
Like, yes,
I don't know how to do it.
you try to expose. There's an allergic reaction test. Um, there's this special doctor. They try to find the source or triggers of the allergy. Like there are certain foods that you should not eat. Example, there are people who have, when I was still teaching at the academy, there's this Korean girl. She could not eat spaghetti.
Oh, noodles?
Yeah. And she said, but one time she's eating rice noodles. I said, I thought you have allergies with that. Teacher, I have allergies with semolina flour. Semolina flour. It's the type of
Oh,
um, flour used in spaghetti. But rice noodles, I can eat rice, she says. Rice noodles, those, they call it, I don't know how they call it, the crystal noodles from rice. She can eat them, but not
oh,
the ones from spaghetti. So if I
oh.
wanted to make spaghetti, she said, I have to make it myself. Like she has to make the noodles fresh
Uh-huh. Oh,
because she could die. They found out because one time they were eating at the restaurant. It's her first time to eat spaghetti. They didn't know because she's Korean. Most of the noodles were like Korean noodles are based on cassava, um, starch, or rice. They don't use semolina flour. Like in Italy, that's the common flour for pasta and noodles and spaghetti, fettuccine, all those noodles. So you have to find out what's triggering your what. Sometimes there are specific pollen or dust, or sometimes there are even allergies that comes out when it's hot. I have this co-teacher during the hot summers. If she sweats and then she has like patches of red on her neck,
Oh,
on all of her body, and she says when this is the season, she has to be on an air conditioned room, or she has to take a shower every 2 or 1 hour. Yeah, if she could not sweat too much. Maybe we have like body bacterias. Maybe that's triggering the
when
yeah.
one time when I went to see a doctor,
Mhm,
and the doctor also told me that I have an allergy
mhm.
when I
Did
was little.
but it goes away if the
I don't know because
I mhm.
he showed me the record, and when I
uh
was little, I
what
went to see.
what was the allergy for?
I don't know.
That's the thing. Like with
But
us.
I didn't feel well. I didn't feel well. Feel uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Even though my nose, I don't have runny nose.
But it happens inside the lungs and the
But
nasal
I don't know.
cavity.
I don't feel well. I don't feel uncomfortable. So I even don't know I have an allergy.
But you have something that's itchy, swelling.
No.
No? How'd you know you have allergies?
Ju- When I was little, I went to
Mhm.
see that doctor,
Okay.
and the doctor told my mom, but I asked my mom, and she said she forgot.
Mm. It's good if you have like medical records.
Yeah, but now I still don't know what I have.
Mm. When I was younger, I donated blood. I didn't have diabetes then. I was like 16, 17. It was for a school blood uh donation like program. They before they pricked, they put medicine that's colored brown, like coffee brown. Then it swelled. Bet beta something. They told me the active ingredient of that. And then they tested. There were three active ingredient in the medicine. What they did is they did a swab, and then they placed like a very fine needle, and they pricked just the skin, and they see which one will swell. And the beta something was the thing that was making me swell. So they put it on the record that I have allergic reaction to that medicine. So you have to know, because you will keep having it. And
But
it for some things that are internal, it's dangerous. Like if you have allergies for food, it's dangerous. You
but
have to find out.
but but I don't think I can't eat. I can eat everything, I think.
Good. With me, I have allergies with, before I didn't have allergies with shrimp shrimp fat. There's this delicacy in my country where they take the head off the shrimp and they extract the nutrients and then they put it in rice, and it's
Oh,
super delicious.
really?
Yeah, also with crab. You know the crab fat, they take that away, then they
I
use it
also
for fried rice.
I always throw them away.
No, 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 it takes a lot of amount.
Really?
Usually we throw them away, but
Uh-huh.
the old people in my country, like they will uh have all the heads, and then they squeeze it one by one. You don't
It's
have any. shell.
Is it cooked or not?
Of course, it's cooked.
Oh.
And then all they gather, they cook it, and then they remove the head, but the fat is extracted, and then they sell it on bottles.
Really?
Yeah, crab and shrimp
Wow.
fat, and it's super expensive. I have allergies with those now that I'm
Oh.
older. But when I was young, no, I can eat a lot.
Oh.
Yes, because mhm, I don't know
So you
why.
changed your body changed.
My face got swollen. It turned
Swollen?
red, swollen, like
Oh,
swollen.
really?
Yeah, I turned like I have red patches
Uh-huh.
everywhere. At
Is
first,
it
it's itchy.
itchy?
Yeah, yes, and then later, it's not itchy, but it feels warm.
Uh-huh.
Then it has patches of red.
I know some people when they eat shrimp or crab,
Crab
they have to go to the hospital
or lobster,
immediately,
yes.
or they will die.
I have slight allergic reactions. I don't know now because I'm older.
Uh-huh.
The last time I ate, if it's just like shrimp, like the whole shrimp, I can eat it, and I feel slightly itchy. But when I ate the crab meat or the crab fat or the shrimp fat, oh, it's terrible.
My friend, she can eat shrimp,
Mhm.
but she can't eat uh cookies made from shrimp.
I think there's an ingredient
Mm-hmm.
that they put with the shrimp that reacts. She has to know. Yeah. It's funny how things are. Like I have cousins who if the jar of peanut butter is there, their skin is already turning red.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
She,
If you
she
if you if you put peanut butter on their skin, it turns red. Later if you don't remove it, maybe it will have a wound. That's how bad their
oh,
allergies are. So when they go
so can
out,
she eat the peanut?
no, they'll die. They're both male.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Wow. So
It actually like when they were 1 or 2 years old, one of them, in the US it's common to have peanut butter and jelly, right? Sandwich. After they have eaten, they have
lips.
swollen mouth. When they went to the doctor, they found out they have um peanut allergy.
Oh, oh,
uh So,
oh.
like for products that you put on your skin,
Mm.
sometimes it uses peanut oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or vegetable oil. So they can't just eat something.
Oh.
It's very heartbreaking because like there's this dish kare kare in our country which made of like beef stew or beef stew or pork stew, or we also could have crab or shrimp. Then we put peanut butter on it with shrimp paste. It's very delicious, but they can't eat it. So in family gatherings, they have separate food. It's very, I don't know.
Weird. So weird.
Yeah. So you
So
have
weird.
to find out what
I think it's
medicine.
because maybe that's because of the season. The weather. The weather
Probably.
changes
Ah,
a lot
speaking of the
every
weather,
day.
how hot is it in
When the in March
huh?
it was still cold,
But now,
but in the um first first week of April,
mhm,
it's really hot.
did you know that in the Philippines yesterday, the heat index is 44 degrees?
44!
Yes.
Oh, this is super
And
hot.
like there were many people whose nose was bleeding. Tomorrow there will be no face-to-face classes. All our classes will be online or modular, like paper.
Why?
And because tomorrow the heat index is between 46 to 48 degrees. It feels like you are in the oven.
So let is it you they have the class online so they don't have to go out
Yes. But
so they can
still,
stay at
it's
home.
still hot inside. Like not everyone in the Philippines will have air conditioning units.
Oh, I
So
see.
imagine, like if you turn on the air conditioning unit, you put it on like 20 degrees, but it feels like it's 26 or 24 with
So,
air conditioning units.
so do you usually turn it on?
Usually we don't need to, but right now
Uh,
it's on because we're used to just having the fan.
uh-huh. But
So
but uh but these days, this week,
mhm.
it's raining. Like today, it rains.
Good for you. We have what a climate thing which is called El Nino, which means the weather's going to be too hot or hotter than usual. Like before, in the heat of summer, the highest we get is usually just 38 degrees, 36, 38 degrees. But now it's
Before,
40. Yes,
how many
during
years?
regular. No, last year.
Last year? But
Maximum will be
this
42 degrees.
is a
But
10
right,
degree higher than last year.
yes, because of this phenomenon, El Nino. It's a weather phenomenon.
Oh.
There are like the opposite of that is La Nina, which is more water. This one is too hot.
And
So El Nino. The opposite is La Nina.
oh. So maybe it will be better in the future, the
Yes,
weather.
it will. It will. Like it just happens like once every 8 years or once every 6 years.
Only in
No, it happens usually in
every
the whole of Asia. You can
Asia?
check.
Only
Let's
Asia?
find out. Yeah, let's find out if there's does Taiwan experience experience El Nino. Yours is not too much. Yours will just have hotter summers, but not like ours. You experience it, but not very extreme like Philippines. In your case, there will be uh you'll have stronger winds
Oh.
on your southwest part.
Oh, but it's uncomfortable if it happened. It
Yes,
happened.
for
uh,
you it's like it's humid. It's like sticky, hot,
Yes, yes,
sweaty.
yes,
But
yes.
with us, it's not sticky, it's hot, dry.
But
It's worse than sticky because if you have humidity, there's still moisture, there's still water with the air.
my
Now that
skin,
we're not that we're having, it's like it's burnt. Look at my skin. You see, this one is light,
yeah.
this one is dark
Uh-huh.
because if you're exposed to the sun for a short while, it burns. It's very hot. It's like you're inside the oven.
Can't imagine.
Yes, it's good that you
I
don't have it.
in Taiwan, in summer, when the degree is more than 30 degrees, I
It's
don't want to go
uncomfortable.
out. It's too hot. I
30
just want
degrees, 30
to stay.
degrees is mild summer here. 38 degrees is at the heat of summer last year. But right now, 38 degrees is usually at
Oh,
10 in the morning.
oh, I can't imagine.
Yes, like
So hot.
yesterday is 44 degrees at 12 noon. It's too hot. We're doing shifting schedules.
Uh-huh.
We only um, go to school in the morning. We don't have afternoon classes because you'll die if you have class in the afternoon.
Oh, I can't
So
imagine. When
that's
I last year when I went to Thailand
mhm,
and the weather, I went there in December
that's
and it
good.
was
It,
December. It is winter in
yes,
Taiwan, but I feel cold in Taiwan. But when I arrived at Thailand, I felt really hot. It's just
yes.
like summer in Taiwan.
So we have extreme
Imagine.
weathers. We are
Yes,
near the grid. You know the line at the globe at the center. We're near that.
I know. I just can't. I can't. I can't because when the weather is hot,
You'll have mhm,
that my temper, I have bad mood,
yeah.
and I don't have a
You feel
patience.
uncomfortable.
Yes,
You
and
feel
I don't.
irritable. When you say you lose patience easily, you're irritable,
Uh-huh.
right? So that's how life will be. Now, let's discuss the lesson. Um, I was looking for books that we could use because I'd like to have ESL, English for specific purpose.
Uh-huh.
And it's hard to find books for accounting and finance, but I found some books for like business communication. What we can do is if you're good with it, um, we can do probably advanced reading. I'll assign because we meet just once a week, right? So I'll assign a topic, and your task will be to maybe you can download. I don't know if you will be able to get this. So after you do this and then click on get, and then a window will appear. But I will first look at the book and then give you the titles before we proceed with using it. All right. We have to have something to talk about, not just personal life, but also career wise. I was thinking of using the book Accounting Made Easy or Accounting for Non Accountants. But that's for me to understand your field. But it's the other way around. You have to be able to explain in your simple words how it works. Like I found topics in risk management and risk accounting. I don't know if you're into it because I heard accounting has like many branches, right? So you can tell me a specific thing that you do or process that you undergo or something that you do at work or the technical terms, then you tell me so I could look for them.
Mhm.
Like is this one risk management and risk accounting? Do you do this? No? Okay, so it's not the thing that we um, have, but we are reviewing the list of things that we normally encounter. You normally encounter, like you can explain these things. So, cash flow, what is the essence or important idea in a cash flow?
Uh, the cash that a company um in the cash in and out
So that's why
in
it's
in
flow,
the
right? In
oh,
and out. So the in and out of the cash, right? Ins and outs of What is another term for cash?
Another term for cash?
Hmm Can you say money in a
No.
business? No. So it's about cash. So that means money in the bank is not part of the cash flow.
Money in the bank. Yes, it is.
So it's not just cash.
Cash.
Okay. Because my idea of cash is bills of money.
No,
Note.
no.
A
Yes, money.
note.
Yeah, putting money in the bank.
So ins and outs of cash. You said I
Mm,
cannot use money. I can only use cash. But if I said money in the bank is included, it's not cash, right? Money in the bank is included, right? So it's not cash. You have to give me a better definition. You can Google and then tell
Yes,
me
it is cash because I can withdraw it if I want.
what defines cash.
Uh, I can
Wait, let's find cash. Did we discuss cash? Not yet, I think. We haven't, right? Cash. No, we haven't. So what is cash?
I can have it once I want.
Food is cash then.
No,
You can have food whenever you like. Give
no.
me a better definition that I will not be confused for. So what is cash?
Um,
Is it note? Is it a note?
no. Um, the money in the bank, and it is
Just
uh
money. I think
money.
just money. Uh-huh.
Oh, money in the bank, or money in the bank, but
Uh-huh.
only 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 the ones which can be withdrawn.
Withdrawn.
Mm,
Withdrawn.
demand deposit.
You need to give me another definition for cash.
Deposit,
Something that's easy for,
which can
like,
like like money. Okay,
uh-huh,
money with you.
on
Uh,
hand.
money. Yeah, money on hand,
Okay, money on hand. Okay,
and
very good.
money in the bank, and that can be, because there are
That
two.
can be withdrawn.
Yes,
What's a simple term for that?
a demand deposit.
Demand deposit
Yes,
or
because of
main? Did you say demand deposit
yes,
or the main deposit?
what is demand deposit? The
Capital or the amount that you put inside the bank? That's cash. No? I don't understand demand deposit. What is demand deposit?
demand deposit is
Mhm,
I can I can withdraw it
mhm.
anytime I want.
So you can withdraw it anytime. Withdrawable amount, you mean?
I can use it
Okay.
free.
We can settle for withdrawable amount, right? Or withdrawable money, right? Withdrawable amount or withdrawable money. So cash flow is the ins and outs of not cash but money, right? Or not? You
Mm.
you can try to make a better definition of this at another time. You can do your research, find the simple term that is used in business but can also be understood or explained to an 8-year-old. Example, uh, money is a note that is used to physically purchase. It can be in terms of coins and bills. An 8-year-old will understand that. In business, it's also used as the term. So if you think it does not embody or fully define something clearly, both for adults and for an 8-year-old, um, we need to make it simpler.
The I Google it, and
Okay.
it's the movement of money in and out.
Okay. Money. So that's easy to understand, right? Ins and outs of money in a company. So in terms of money, everyone understands money. But if you say cash, money can be in a check, right? It can be like a manager's check or bonds
Mm.
or maybe gold or silver. I'm not
Yes.
sure. But
Uh-huh.
if you say ins and outs or movement of money, that's possible, right? In a company. Okay. When you say movement, how do you define the movement of money?
Mm, it's complicated.
Yes.
Like you buy when
Mhm.
you buy inventories, your money must decrease.
That part we will try to decrease means to depreciate, right?
Depreciate. No.
No?
If
So,
I buy inventory
okay. When you say inventory, that's supplies.
supplies.
Supplies, inventory.
Are we discussing depreciation
No,
now?
not yet, not yet. You
Oh,
said money decreases when you
yes, because
get
if
inventories.
I
Mhm. Yes.
yeah, so the money decrease. So if in the financial report, if we see the inventory decrease and the inventory increase, and we will in that means the money decrease.
I understand. You're thinking of the cash balancing
Yes,
in the ledger.
yes.
I am thinking of like, why did the money decrease? It's still in the
No,
products, right?
no. Yes.
Okay.
Or
So money
if
is converted to a different format that can
mm-hmm,
earn or lose, be lost, right?
yes.
All right. Now, what is this depreciation? Is this the
Mm,
same as inflation?
no, different.
Okay, what is depreciation?
Mm, if you buy a fixed
Not
asset,
buy, bought.
what?
If
If
you
you
bought,
bought,
mhm.
okay.
You can
If
also
you
say if you buy,
uh
depending on the situation. When you say if, did the situation happen or not yet?
not, but I just want to uh uh make an example.
Yes, it's just like a hypothesis, right?
So if you bought,
That depends. Um, there's a rule for if statements. If oh, not on Excel, not in Excel. How to use if function? No, if conditional statements.
I think we can discuss this next time because recently I was curious about confused.
With if?
Yes,
Okay. So, example, I will say if I were you, not if I am you.
I know. Uh-huh.
Depending on the possibility of the thing, you will know if the situation is possible or almost automatic because of the tense that you use, right? That's why I said you can say if I buy, but you earlier you said if I bide. There's no bide. There's just bought. So if you want to use the past, if I bought this, blah blah blah. So we can talk about this in our next meeting, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So we still have a few minutes, right?
I can explain this. I can
Okay.
explain. If
Depreciation. So explain depreciation.
if you if you bought
Uh-huh.
an fixed asset like a building
Mm-hmm.
or an equipment, and you would um it would estimate its value.
Mm-hmm. As
It were and it's what's that? I forgot.
okay.
It's eh,
Residual value.
residual value.
What is residual value?
The first thing you would estimate the period,
Uh-huh.
like how many years you would use this asset.
That's still that means the time you use it that it's still functional.
Yes,
Uh-huh. So the
and
length of time. So if you say residual value, you mean that the assumed functional value up to a specific up to a specific duration, You-
yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
and the depreciation means uh the value you the value of the asset at first
Upon
minus
acquisition,
the
not you can say
acquisition.
at first, at second, at third, right? So the value of its acquisition, right? No,
Yes,
or at the time of purchase.
the
Is this
value at the time of the purchase of
is this
of
correct?
yes, value.
Acquisition. Okay. So
The
this is the
value,
time when you bought it.
yes,
Mhm.
minus is the residual value and
Wait.
allocated.
So the value when you say depreciation is the value of its acquisition at the
No,
time
no,
of purchase.
not yet. The
Okay.
value of its acquisition minus its residual value
Less its
and
less its residual value.
yes, and allocate to the period,
What period is that? Duration of what?
like duration of
The
of
period of what? You have to say what period that is.
uh the value and
If
allocated
because if I say um to the period, that means to the residual value period.
of to the duration
What is the
the
duration? The residual value or something else?
of the asset be used.
When you say be used, what do you mean with be used?
The period I use the asset.
Okay, asset. Wait. less its residual value and allocated to the duration of the asset within the said period, right? Within or for
Look,
the said or
evaluate,
assumed duration. Said
allocate
or
to the
assumed duration, like for that particular time.
and
Is that right?
allocated the wait, I'm reading. Less is the residual value and allocated to the duration of the asset for the said. What's the said? For the said
For the
or
said
assume.
or assumed duration. That means if I write this on a formula, so depreciation equals uh, the
That's dep-
acquisition minus uh, residual value over, I think you said over time or duration. Is that right?
I
If
think
I
that's
write, no?
the I think I'm wrong. This means the depreciation expense every year. Depreciation expense. I have to uh
Did you give
list
me
on
the right definition or you want to revise your definition?
depreciation estimated reduction of the fixed assets within a physical year.
So divided by 12, right? Can you write the formula for me for depreciation? Then we try to discuss the definition.
And can I give you an example?
Okay.
Like if you bought equipment that cost
Okay. Equipment
that cost
costs
5,000.
uh $9,000.
Okay.
Okay.
And you estimated that you can use the equipment for 10 years.
Okay.
So I have to so the depreciation expense for this equipment is 1,000 per year.
Okay. So less
No, not 1,900.
less 900
Ah, no,
per
I
year.
forgot the residual value.
I don't know what the
So
residual value is. Like you're telling me first the details.
sorry, after the duration, and you estimated that after after 10 years,
Okay.
the equipment still have that still cost 1,000.
Wait, after duration of 10 years, so the
Mm,
value, this one, will become
is
$1,000 only
1,000.
in 10 years, right? Is that right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So the depreciation expense for this equipment every
So
year
mhm,
is
when you say
nine
depreciation, it's an expense,
expense. It's a phenomenon.
phenomenon. Okay.
Yeah, it
So,
means the asset, the process of the asset de decrease.
yes, because
Uh,
now it's only $1,000. Before it
yes,
was $9,000. So every
yes.
year it loses, like in 10 years it will become 1,000, right?
So you have to use 9,000 less 1,000.
Eight, so it is 8,000.
Yes,
Oops.
and
And then for
we
10
buy
years, mhm,
yes.
for 10 years.
Yes.
So that means, wait,
The
uh,
depreciation.
so that means it's 8,000 divided by 10, right?
Yes.
So that means I lose 800
A year.
every year,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
So equals 800, 800 per year, right? So
Mm.
this is the depreciation value, right? Or the depreciation,
Mm.
right? Now, now I understand. Explain it better. It's not the value of acquisition. Try again because you're saying this value, right? So the depreciation is the value of the product, the value lost per year based on, right?
The value. The value.
That's lost per year.
Yes.
Why do we have something that's too long?
Think. The Joe.
Is it
Mm.
correct?
It's yeah. It's a phenomenon. So I think it's
Phenomenon.
phenomenon. So I think it shouldn't be limited in
Limited. Should not
limit
be limited. Mhm.
for 1 year. Maybe it's a
Because it
process
happens yearly.
because we what's that? We make the financial report
Mhm.
every year. So
Ah, so it does not end in a year. Your example is just telling me the assumed functionality is just for 10 years.
usually we have to calculate the depreciation expense every year.
I see. Just like computers, they can't depreciate after 10 years. Like every 3 years is not useful anymore, right?
So its duration is 3 years.
Yes.
Yes.
So I need you to create a better definition. Simple, that you will explain to an 8-year-old, then he or she will be able to understand it.
The deduction of the fixed asset.
Deduction of
Um,
deduction of what?
of
Cost or value.
fixed deduction value.
So the reduction
Deduct.
or deduction?
uh, They're they're different.
Yes.
Deduction.
Reduction
Reduction.
or deduction?
Reduction. Reduction. Reduction.
Because when you deduct, it's from bigger to smaller, right? It's also
Deduction.
deduction, right? But
Reduction. Reduction
yes.
of a
So
fixed asset.
the reduction of the value of the fixed asset. What kind? Reduction of size, right? Have to be more specific.
That's
So
re-
deduction is make something, make it smaller, right? Deduction. But
oh
reduction to
oh
lessen. Reduction is to lessen, right? Hmm. One more time. So how do we define depreciation
reduction of the
is
value of fixed assets.
of the value of the fixed assets. See, it's easier.
Assets.
Yes, assets. I'm bad with spelling. Instead of this one, like I have this formula, but it's getting there. I'm happy. So the best way to communicate our meaning It's not to be sounding complicated. You have to explain it so when you say to an 8-year old or 10 years old, they can understand you. If they can understand you, that means adults will be able to understand you, even if they're not in the field, right? Like earlier, you said deduct. That means we're going to make it smaller, right? Okay. So that ends our lesson for today. Our next lesson will be for the if conditionals. Now, let me stop my screen share so we can start the, what do you call this? We can start the thing. Okay, I'm going, you see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-mm-mm.
ah, I, s- I oh, sorry.